Well, I got my notes, check. Sunglasses, check. Hat, check. Pepsi, check. Thick skin, check. Let's go. Hey, welcome to Golden Blue Dude, everybody. If you're a college football fan, might as well hit the like and subscribe button because that's all we do over here. Go check out our Patreon page. We call our Patreons the shot callers because that's exactly what they do around here. And when the regular season gets here, our Patreons will get to decide which game we'll live stream, and you'll get to watch with Golden Blue Dude. And the score prediction contest will be coming back. Every week I pick out a game and my Patreons guess the score, and whoever comes closest to the score wins $20 every single week, and you can win as many times as you want. The higher the Patreon, the more guesses you get per week. You already know this is important because I already made one video for today, but I'm making a second one because this is very, very important. It seems as though the ACC and ESPN are coming to the table to discuss renegotiating the TV deal. This was the one hurdle that none of us could get past. What about the grant of rights? The ACC can't lose teams, but the ACC can't also add teams because of that grant of rights. Well, it looks like the ACC and ESPN are actually going to come to the table and talk about it and negotiate the TV deal. And this is a win-win for the ACC and ESPN. Think of it this way. ESPN has the TV media deals for the ACC and ESPN. So if they want to move 4 brands from the ACC to the SEC, that's fine. But they got to break those grant of rights. So if they renegotiate the TV deal, boom, there you go. You're keeping those teams in the family. And then, because the grant of rights aren't there, you can add some more teams before you lock in the grant of rights. So that's when you can go out and get your West Virginias, your Oklahoma States, your Baylors, your Memphises, whoever it may be. So this is a big time deal. On top of this, a major player in this situation, Notre Dame. I've been telling you for a while, Notre Dame, yes, West Virginia, and the ACC have been talking for a while, but that one hurdle was the grant of rights. Well, how's that possible because of the grant of rights? I don't know. I'm just telling you what I'm being told. Well, this would remove that stumbling block if they can renegotiate that TV deal and break those grant of rights. And what this would do for Notre Dame is they could keep the home games for NBC, keep that contract, and then their away games would be covered by ESPN because they would be a full-time member of the ACC. So ESPN could get the away games. That's money for ESPN. So ESPN would be okay with Notre Dame having their home games with NBC. That would be fine. And that would add clout to the ACC to where it would attract those other teams, and that TV deal would be even higher. Even the North Carolina president, as far as the university is concerned, says they're looking for the ACC to get at least within 60 to 70% of the SEC or Big X's TV deal. They want it bumped up. North Carolina's saying, hey, we would be satisfied with 70%. So I'm not sure if ESPN will go that high because they want North Carolina in the SEC. But it is going to be bumped up significantly. In comes Notre Dame, and you can pick apart the Big 12. That's the one thing that was saving the Big 12 was the grant of rights. With that in place, the ACC was basically stuck. With this new developing situation, this could be bad news for the Big 12 because that would open up the grant of rights, and that means the ACC can go out and grab some teams. Let's grab a West Virginia. Does Kansas sound good? Nah, we'll leave them. Kansas State? Nah. Iowa State? Maybe. Oklahoma State? Yes. Baylor? Bring them in. Houston? Big TV market. We'll think about it. What about TCU? They're on the fence. We'll think about it. Texas Tech? Big fan base, but what do they bring with TVs? So some serious negotiations would be taking place between the ACC and some of these Big 12 teams. And West Virginia, of course, would be added to the ACC. So the ACC would gain a lot of value. The teams that remain in the ACC, the money goes through the roof. Because here's the thing. I've talked to a lot of fans who are fans of teams that are in the ACC. And they like the ACC. They want their teams to stay in the ACC. They just don't like the money. So if ESPN and the ACC can come up with a number that satisfies these teams, they're like, yes, we want to stay anyways, but we just don't like the money. Increase our pay to where it's at least competitive with the SEC or the Big Ten, and we are staying. This is a game changer for the ACC, and this could change the landscape, and the Big 12 might be in trouble because of this. Now, the Big 12 could still survive because remember last year, Texas, Oklahoma taken away. And they went out and got BYU, Cincinnati, Houston, and UCF. So they have found a way to survive. But this would be a whole different animal. Maybe they could add some teams off the Pac-12 if the Big Ten is done expansion and the Big 12 can focus on Oregon and Washington. They can stay alive that way. But trust me, if this goes down and the ACC and ESPN come together and they do renegotiate that TV deal, move the 4 brands from the ACC to the SEC, but then bring in Notre Dame and some other brands from the Big 12, including West Virginia, then the Big 12 better buckle up and be prepared to fight to keep some of their members. Because the ACC will come a-calling if this does happen. This is a big deal. We'll see what direction it goes. Maybe this falls apart and there's nothing to it. I don't know. But from what's being reported, this is serious. ESPN and the ACC are looking to renegotiate their TV deal. Y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you think happens? Do you think this renegotiation actually happens? And if so, do you think the Big 12's in trouble if the pay for the ACC goes significantly higher? Would they be able to entice some of those teams from the Big 12? Look forward to your comments on this one. That's all I got for you for this show. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on my next show.